Hi, my friends. This next story brings us to a story about a shark. His name is Clark. Clark the shark. He dares to share. And the author's name is Bruce Hale, and the illustrator is Guy Francis. Let's see what the shark has to teach us. Clark the shark. Clark the shark loved school. He loved his teacher, and he loved learning. But sometimes Clark got a little mixed up. One marvelous morning, Mrs. Inkydink told Clark's class, "Time for show and share." That's when they could get up and talk about something that they brought in from home. Benny Blowfish went first. He played a song so sweet and so sassy that Clark couldn't help but dance his fishy shark dance with a hip and a hop and a skiddly widdly wop. He's dancing like this. "Sit down, please," says Mrs. Inkydink. "But I was sharing too," says Clark. "Sharing is caring," says Mrs. Inkydink, "and everyone must learn to wait their turn." "Okay, I get it," says Clark. But he didn't really get it. And we know that too, right? It's polite to let everybody have their own chance to talk. At Reading Roundup, Amanda Eaglewiggle won a scrumptious prize for reading the most books. Sea Slug Ice Cream. "Yum, yum," says Clark. "I want some too." "That's up to Amanda," says Mrs. Inky Dinky Winky. "But sharing is caring," cried Clark. Mrs. Inky Dink nodded. "Yes, I'm aware, but the giver chooses when she wants to share." "Sharing is very confusing," says Clark. In reef hockey, Clark chooses to share his spectacular skills. "Hockey is awesome! Yeah, yeah," he says. Clark's front faked and back faked. He's stick checked and decked. He's swinging that hockey stick all over the place. In the end, Clark did everything but pass the puck. His teammates were cranky and not happy. "Hey, hot shot, let someone else score once in a while. Why don't you?" said his best friend, Joey Mackerel. "But we all shared this win," said Clark. Coach Krabby scowled. "A win's not okay unless we all get to play." "Sharing is complicated," said Clark. After school, Clark and Joey Mackerel played Sea Wars at Joey's house. "Wow, isn't that Dark Waiter?" asked Clark. "Best birthday present ever," said Joey. "Want to play with Fluke?" Sea Walker. Clark really wanted Dark Waiter, but Joey asked him to wait his turn. And when Joey went to get him a snack, Clark just couldn't resist. "Must be my turn," said Clark. It was, after all, the coolest toy ever. "Sea Wars rocks!" cried Clark. "Pow! Crunch! Bam!" Oops. Oh gosh, he was playing with a toy that wasn't his. Look what he did to it. "Clark!" cried Joey. "You broke it." "Oh, I'm sorry," said Clark. "I was sharing." Joey just shook his head. "That's not sharing," he said. "That's taking and breaking my toys." Clark the shark swam back, befuddled and bewildered. He didn't understand sharing at all. It is hard. When he arrived home, Clark found he wasn't the only one who didn't get it. "Mom!" cried Clark. "My cap! He borrowed it, he bit it, and now it's ruined." That's the baby brother. Teething or no teething, Clark's mother said, that's no way to treat a cap. She told his brother to ask before borrowing, but she told Clark, you have heaps of caps, and if you have a lot, why not share a lot? Clark's not very happy, but Clark did not want to hear it. He swam to his room and sulked up a storm. Sharing is caring, Clark grumbled. It's not taking and breaking. But this only reminded him of what he'd done at Joey's house. Clark's head hurt, as if a big shock he thought was about to break free. So, if sharing is waiting your turn, letting everyone play, the giver chooses when, not taking and breaking, and giving what you've got a lot of, Sharing was very confusing. But thought Clark, it might be worth getting right. Mom, he asked, will you help me bake something? The next day, Clark gave Joey a home-baked krill cake and a great big Sharky apology. I think I'll share this with the whole class, said Joey. Really, said Clark. Really, said Joey. And when Amanda Eaglewiggle saw that the cake was being cut up, she said, wow, you know what goes great with krill cake? No, what? Asked Clark. Sea slug ice cream. I'm going to share my ice cream. And just like that, she scooped her treat out onto everyone's plates. Clark the shark looked around at all his classmates enjoying the cake and ice cream, and he got a warm, wiggly feeling down deep inside. What is it, Clark? Asked Mrs. Inky Dink. With a ginormous grin, Clark broke into the funkiest, sharkiest, funky shark dance ever, and this time all his classmates joined in, and with a hip and a hop and a skiddly diddly wop. Look, they're all dancing. Sharing is sweet. Sharing is caring, cried Clark the shark. He learned his lesson. It's nicer to share than not. The end. I hope you enjoyed that.